Here we go. First, we're going to start with 1996. There I am. And my first entry says, I went to the pork. P-O-R-K. Okay, baby Kashayla. These are all my lovely journals, and I did not realize until I put all these journals together just to be cool so that I can do one of these journal tour videos that I actually have more than one way that I journal. My phone, sometimes I do audio notes on that, but I'm recording with that right now. And then my iPad. Now that one I only do like a video for myself, like once every few years when I'm like really in the thick of it. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Anyways, moving on. This one is a cookbook journal. I took a DNA test and found out that I was 2% Japanese and Korean. And I was like, oh, let me be Asian. Okay, so I came up with Kashayla's 2% Asian heritage soup, and I wrote all that out. Let me tell you what you're gonna need, okay? And a big pot of water, you're gonna need chicken, never mind. All right, moving on. All right, this one right here was my first journal. When I got back into journaling, it's not really my first, it's just what I have. This one was a gift, and I used it to take notes when I first started reading the Bible. And then I'm not really a sermon note taker because I'd be like, unless I'm home watching YouTube, but when I'm actually there, no, because I can't pause what they're saying and write it down. I haven't mastered that. But that's what these are for. And the rest of these are all documents of my life, mommy, okay? We got a chapter and 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 a chapter, okay, baby? All right, I don't really know how to do these journal tours. I should have watched more videos, but moving on. Okay, these I was being totally cheap with, and they definitely served their purpose, but the spines were very weak. These are those Mead 5 All-Stars or whatever. They were only like $5. I was like, all right. This one took me the shortest to complete. This one is November 2020 to December 2020, right after I gave my life to the Lord. Now, I knew Jesus, but I didn't surrender. I didn't know him. You know, sin. We wasn't tight like that. So anyway, so I had a whole bunch to say. Most I've ever written in a day was like, I think 20 pages. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? This one is what took me the longest. This one, it took me 2 years to complete this one. All right, maybe we can do another tour another time and get into the nitty gritty, or I can expose some of my deepest, darkest, or my lightest secrets, right? Because things that we think are dark really are not that dark. Other people go through the exact same things, right? So anyways, these are, this is my life. Don't you forget. Okay. Moving on. Thanks for watching.